bolster for props if you have them. So why don't we all come to a seat at the front of our mat. Today we will be going through a 60-minute vinyasa practice leading up to chakrasana or urdhva wheel pose. And I have been thinking about class. Yesterday I read one of the stories from Myths of the Asana, the half moon story, which I highly recommend you go back to read because it's a hilarious story. And I was like, well, you can't read another story, Megan, come on. The thing that came to me when I was thinking of this practice was the Yoga Sutra, sthira. Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna lose it. Okay, in English, steadiness and ease. Because I got so much feedback from my class. Some people, that was the hardest class, I'm sweating. Some people, that was a really easy class. Good job for your first class. Like, you made it really accessible. And I was kind of laughing about how all over the place all of my feedback was. And so I just wanted to highlight that at the beginning of practice, that this practice and the poses that we are going to be doing, the goal of this practice is not to go to like perfect form or have a perfect asana practice or anything like that. The goal of this practice is to listen to your body and move with your breath. And so as we practice together today, please know that everything that I will say to you is an offering. If something feels super challenging, please don't do it. If you feel any uncomfort or pain, please listen to yourself and find that steadiness and ease and your breath. And so with that, let's come to our backs, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come together and knees drop out wide. Beautiful. Bring some blocks to the outside of your knees if that feels good. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Feel your belly and chest rise and fall as you breathe. Feel your heartbeat start to settle into your body. Let go of anything from your day that you might be bringing into practice. We're here together for the next 60 minutes. Take one more full breath together. Inhale and exhale. Sigh it out. Now from here, bring your knees in together. Roll to one side and come up to kind of like a seated forward fold position. Feet extend forward. This is an option if you want to take a bolster or like a big pillow behind you here. We're going to be coming into half saddle pose, which is kind of like a quad stretch, but on your back. So if you want to have a bolster and start to take your right foot behind you, bending from your knee, placing your foot right by your hip there. And then start to walk your hands back behind you, leaning back as much as feels comfortable. You could come to your elbows, or you could come all the way down, feeling that stretch in the front of your quad. Breathe here. Nice. Stay for one more breath. And as you exhale, release your foot to the front of the mat and take that bend into your left leg. taking your left foot behind you, placing it right next to your hip. And again, gently leaning back, opening into the front of your left thigh. Also feeling some opening coming into your chest here. Beautiful. Stay for one more breath. And on your next exhale, release your leg. You can scoot whatever bolster you've been using out from behind you. And we'll come back to our back, bringing our knees into our chest, giving yourself a hug. And then take your left leg long, hugging your right knee into your chest. Feel the stretch along the front of your left hip. And then switch legs, taking your left knee in, right leg long. And now start to move with your breath. So coming into something of like yoga bicycles or just some fluid movement here. Maybe you stop holding onto your knee, take some like octopus legs. We've all taken Abby's classes. I hope we all know what those are. Nice, nice. Taking some circles of the ankle if that feels good. Waking up our legs. Nice. When you're ready, release the bicycles or whatever you're doing. Plant your feet right below your bum and come into bridge. Option to take restorative bridge, sliding a block below your sacrum. Or if you feel like it, press your upper arms into the mat, press your feet down and apart, and send your hips up towards the sky. Gently tuck your chin and feel the stretch along your front body. Stay for one more breath and exhale, release. Take your feet out wide, knees come together, constructive rest. One hand back to your belly, another to your heart. We'll take one more bridge together. So take your feet back below your bum. The back of your arms press into your mat. Your feet press down and apart, sending your hips up, tucking your chin. Maybe this time your hands interlace behind your back and you come up a little bit higher. Feeling strong in your glutes, strong in your feet. Inhale, press one tiny bit higher, and exhale, release. Knees come to chest. Give yourself another hug. Rock side to side or forward and backward, massaging your lower back. And when you're ready, roll over to one side and come into tabletop. Once you've arrived in tabletop, start to take any intuitive movements here. Some hip circles, some gentle cat-cows, waking up your spine. Maybe you drop down to a child's pose. Really good, everyone. Nice. If you've been moving in one direction, start to move in the other. Nice. Come back through center, coming into half gate pose. Take your left foot back, left toes tuck, right foot swings to the right side of the mat. Lift your left hand up to the sky, half gate. Press into the outside of your left foot and start to take some arm circles here. Maybe you open your arm, coming into a bit of a back bend, opening into your heart, and take some arm circles in the other direction. Come back through center. Opening up into half gate, second side. Right foot steps back, toes are tucked. Left foot swings open. Rise up. Right hand towards the sky. Start to move into those arm circles, playing your air guitars. Opening however feels good. If you've been moving in one direction, start to move in the opposite. Come back through center. From tabletop, tuck your toes, press into your hands, hips rise up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Feel into the first down dog of your practice, pushing your hips away from your hands, wrapping your armpits in towards each other, feeling length along your spine. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Stay for one more breath. And on your exhale, walk your feet in towards your hands, forward fold. Hands find your elbows, ragdoll. Start to move from side to side, again, moving into your neck, feeling your spine lengthen here. Feeling length along your whole back body. When you're ready, inhale your arms up overhead, coming to upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Take 3 breaths here. Tapping into your body and your breath, remembering steadiness and ease. Starting to move into some sun salutations, stepping up to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank. Lower your knees. Inhale into the back of your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Hands come alongside your body. Inhale, rise up, locust. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale or exhale, walk forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, urdhva. Exhale, hands to heart. Stay for an inhale and an exhale here. Next, inhaling, rising your arms up overhead, upward salute. Exhale, uttanasana. Inhale, ardha uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, plank. Lower your knees to the ground. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stay in down dog for 3 more breaths, moving as you need. Exhale, walk your feet in towards your hands, folding forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Sun salutations with Malasana. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale to Malasana. Feet come to the edges of your mat. Elbows press into your knees. Inhale in Malasana. Exhale, parallel your feet, forward fold. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come to your toes, bend your knees, look between your hands, step or hop to the front of your mat. Yeah, good job. You guys came into Malasana. On your exhale, parallel your feet, forward fold. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold once again. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful, everyone. Hold on. Erica, would you mind muting? I'm sorry. I don't know how to do it on mine. That's my technological difficulties. Thank you. Okay, thanks so much. Let's take sun salutations with Anjane Asana this time. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold again. This time your right foot steps back, right knee drops. Inhale, rise up, Anjane Asana. Exhale, hands to mat. Come back to downward facing dog. From down dog, pull forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, take your right foot up and back. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands, lower your left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time stepping your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold once again. Inhale, rise up, all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Once again, starting on the left side. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold and step your left foot back. Left knee drops, rise up, Anjane Asana. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for a breath. Pull forward into plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Inhale in your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Drop your right knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands around foot. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, partway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful. On your next inhale, take your arms up overhead once again and exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take your right foot up and back. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, stretch back, three-legged dog. Take your right knee back into your chest, this time planting your right foot between your hands and coming up to warrior one. Maybe stepping your left foot a little bit closer, a little bit farther out, taking up as much space as you need in this pose. Grounding into your front toe and ball mound and rising up through your chest. From here, interlace your hands behind your back. Stretch your hands away from your shoulders, opening into your heart, broadening into your chest. Start to fold forward, coming into humble warrior. Your right shoulder comes to the inside of your right knee. Arms stretch up overhead. Release your neck. Inhale here. Exhale, come back through warrior one. Start to straighten your front leg. Hands come to your hips, folding forward into pyramid. Hands come to blocks if you want. Fold forward over your right leg. Allow your spine to round or release. Gently draw your right knee, your right hip away from your right foot. Fold. Start to bring a bend into your right knee and rise back up to warrior one. Open up to the long edge of your mat, coming into five-pointed star, and then hinge from your hips and fold forward into wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. From wide-legged forward fold, we'll start to come into some skandhasanas. So start to bend into your left knee, coming towards the back of your mat, walking your hands through center and coming over to your right leg. Coming down as far as feels good. If you want to stay up, that's beautiful. Take your skandhasanas with your own breath. And when you're back around your right foot, start to turn towards the front of your mat, coming into a low lunge. Hands around your right foot. Right hand finds your right hip, starting to turn to the right side of your mat, coming into a twist. Maybe your hand reaches up, or you roll onto the outside of your feet, coming into a supported side plank. Stay here for one more breath. And if you're in a low lunge twist, start to step back into that supported side plank. So rolling onto the outer edges of your feet, walking your right foot down your body, supported side plank. Nice. Exhale, release your right hand to the mat, coming into a plank. Lower your knees to the ground. Nice. Come all the way down to your mat. Push back, child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, come back up to downward facing dog. And we'll take that same sequence on the second side. Nice. Inhale, reach your left foot up and back. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, rise up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot between your hands, rise up, warrior 1. Take your right foot as far wide as you need, taking up your space. Nice. Bring your hands down and interlace your hands behind your back, stretching your hands down away from your shoulders, opening up into your chest. Beautiful. Start to fold forward, coming into humble warrior. Arms reach up away from you. Feeling the release here as well as the strength. Nice. On your next inhale, come back up to warrior 1. Start to straighten your front leg. Hands come to hips. Nice. Starting to fold forward over your front leg into a pyramid pose. Nice. Hand spine blocks. Draw your left hip back. Allow your spine to release. Stay for one more breath. Nice. Come back up and start to turn your feet to the side of the mat, setting up for wide-legged forward fold. Yes, nice. Hands to hips and hinge from your hips forward, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. Take your hands down below your shoulders. Maybe your hands find your ankles, whatever feels good. Start to bring some movement into your body here, moving into your skandhasanas, moving from side to side. Nice. Coming down as far as feels good. Feeling the stretch along your extended leg and your hamstring. Well done. The next time you're on your left side, walk your hands around your left foot, planting your right hand. Left hand comes to left hip, turning to the left, coming into a low lunge twist or coming into supported side plank. Nice. Stay for one more breath. And if you're in low lunge twist, start to walk your left foot back down along your body. Everybody in supported side plank. Nice. Press your hips up towards the sky. Nice. Exhale, left hand to the mat, coming into plank. Knees drop to the mat. Lower yourself all the way down. Inhale to your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for 3 breaths, or take your knees down to the mat, finding child's pose. On your next inhale, right leg lifts up and back, and then knee comes to chest, and then your right foot comes to the left side of your mat, opening up into fallen triangle pose, a different kind of supported. side plank. Again, feeling strong in your sideways here. Exhale your left hand back to the mat. Right leg extends back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to chest. Plant your right foot between your hands, opening up, warrior two. From warrior two, flip your front palm, stretch up and back, finding peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh, left hand to hip or to the sky. Option to find a bind if that's in your practice. Stay for one more breath. Release the bind. Come back up, warrior two. Start to turn your left toes out, coming into goddess pose. Finding a squat. Inhale here to 5-pointed star. Exhale, settle back down into goddess pose. Inhale once more, 5-pointed star. Exhale to goddess. Turn your right toes to the front of your mat, coming back into warrior two. And cartwheel your hands down around your right foot, stepping back to downward dog. Inhale, this time left leg comes up and back. Left foot comes to the right side of the mat, fallen triangle, second side. Press your hips up to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Left leg extends up and back, three-legged dog. Left knee comes to chest. Plant your foot between your hands. Rise up, warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reach up and back, peaceful warrior. And then bring your left forearm to your left thigh, finding extended side angle. Feel the stretch along the right side of your body here. Option to take a bind if it's in your practice. Stay for one more breath. Release your bind, come back, warrior two. Turning your toes to the long edge of your mat, coming into goddess. Sit low in goddess. And then inhale, come up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, sit back down into goddess. Nice. Inhale, rise up once more. Exhale, back to goddess. Last goddess of practice. Nice. Start to turn back to the front of your mat, coming into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Step back. Take your knees down to the mat, coming into child's pose. Five breaths here. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, stretch up to the top of your mat. lowering down to your belly. Cheek turns to one side. We'll start with a half locust here. So bring your head to center. And from here, turn your palms to the ground and inhale, reach your hands, chest, and head up. Ground into your pubic bone and the tops of your feet. Feel your shoulder blades come towards each other and your back engage. Tilt your pubic bone to your heart and release. One head comes to the other side, other cheek comes to the mat. Yeah. Taking one more half locust here. Come back through center. Nice, coming up into your half locust. Hands, chest, and head rise. Grounding through your low body, feeling strong in your back. Exhale back to the mat. Cheek turns to the other side. Option to come into a full locust or bend your knees and come into bow pose. Nice. On your inhale, rise up, pubic bone grounds, chest lifts, legs lift. If you're in bow, your feet connect with your hands and press backwards. Stay for one more breath. Inhale together. And exhale, release. Hands stack below your forehead. Knees bend. Take your feet from side to side, windshield wiping your feet, releasing your low back. Nice. Start to turn to one side and come onto your back. We'll take a couple bridge poses here. So take your arms alongside your body. Start to press your upper arms into the mat. Feet press down. And on your inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Tuck your chin, ground through the back of your head. Breathe into your chest and wide across your ribs. Feet press down and apart. Nice. Stay for one more breath. And on your next exhale, release back down to the mat. Feet come wide, knees knock in towards each other, constructive rest. Notice how different your body feels after that bridge compared to the first bridge of practice. Start to bring your feet closer in towards each other, setting up for our second bridge. Again, upper arms press down, feet press down, hip points lift to the sky, pressing up, feeling the openness along your front body. Maybe this time you interlace your hands behind your back, drawing your shoulder blades in towards each other, pressing up. Last breath here. And on your exhale, release down to the mat. Coming into constructive rest. Feet go wide, knees knock in towards each other. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. The next pose that we will do together is wheel. So check in with yourself, see if that's something that your body wants. If wheel does not sound like something you're interested in doing today, option to come into a third bridge or into restorative bridge, sliding a block beneath your sacrum. If you've chosen to come into wheel, take your feet in towards each other. Hands come along your head, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders. On your next inhale, press into your hands, press into your feet, hips and chest and head rise up. Wrap your triceps in towards each other. Press your feet down and apart. Send your hips up to the sky. Breathe wide across your ribs here. Beautiful. When you're ready, start to lower yourself back down to the mat. Nice. Windshield wipers your knees from side to side, releasing your low back. When you're ready, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Well done, everyone. Take your feet in your hands, coming into happy baby. Nice, rock side to side or stay in stillness. When you've had enough of happy baby, release your feet back down to the mat. Knees stay bent. From here, your right ankle crosses over your left knee, coming into eye of the needle. Start to bring your left knee into your chest, hands clasped behind the back of your left thigh. Draw your left knee in as you press your right knee away. Feeling the stretch in your outer hip. Release your hands from the back of your left thigh and bring your right knee farther over, like you're crossing your legs, coming into Supta Gomukhasana. Knees stack on top of each other, hands come to ankles, drawing your knees into your chest. Feeling a little bit of a deeper stretch in that outer hip. Ground to the back of your heart here. And breathe. Release your ankles, feet come back to the mat. Windshield wipers your knees once again, if you'd like. Eye of the needle, second side. Left ankle comes over the right knee. Right knee comes into your body. Take your hands around the back of your right leg, drawing your right knee in, feeling the stretch in your outer hip. Notice if you're still holding any tension there. See if you can release it. Start to cross your left knee over your right, Supta Gomukhasana. Hands connect with ankles, drawing your knees into your chest. Beautiful. Release your ankles. Take your legs out long, stretching along your mat. Nice. From here, draw your right knee into your chest. Hug your knee into your chest. And start to move your right knee over to the left side of your mat, coming into supine twist. Arms come long. Look wherever feels comfortable. Come back through center. Release your right leg long. And draw your right knee in. Nice. Start to take, left knee in. Other way. Beautiful. Yep. Start to take your left knee over to the right side of your mat. Coming into supine twist. Open into your chest. Arms come wide. Stay here. Come back through center. Draw both knees in. Give yourself one last hug. Check in with your body once again. We'll spend the next 2 minutes taking whatever shapes would feel good for your body here. If you haven't already come into rest, start to make your way into Shavasana. Set up your Shavasana however feels best for you. Find any props that might assist you here. The legs come long and wide. Arms come wide. We'll stay here for 5 minutes. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, roll to one side of your mat. And come up to a seat. Place your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat below your hands. With your eyes closed, bow to your heart. Thank yourself for coming to your practice today. And thank everybody else for coming and practicing together in community. Take one breath all together. Inhale together. And exhale. Once more, inhale together. And exhale. Thank you all so much for coming today. Namaste.